What's up, guys? We're back out in the woods today, and today we have the Zeus, which we've all seen, but this is the 58 cal with a 16-inch barrel sent to us by Terry Fox. This is technically a Bentech setup, but Terry does sell Bentech stuff. Bentech is the only one that is putting these barrels in smaller tubes on the 58. But like I said, Fox Air Power is a distributor of Bentech items. Alright? But definitely huge shout out to Terry Fox for sending this to me so we can get it tested, see what it does the best, what it shoots the best, and get it ready for some, hopefully, deer management, you know. Anyway, also huge shout out to Mr. Hollowpoint. Trying to keep my camera farther away so you can see more. Yeah, I know. You don't come there for this for all the fancy technology. You come to see what this thing can do, not how pretty I look on camera. But anyway, Mr. Hollowpoint is also a sponsor of this channel, so that is why we use a lot of his ammo. And he has sent us 5 different grain weights. We have 520 grain, we have 400 grain, 475 grain, 460 grain, and 302 grain. I only have 1 tank of air, but I did bring my GRX4 compressor, or GX4 compressor. They don't sponsor me, so I don't have to get the name right, but I'm pretty sure it's GX4, okay? I got that compressor, and it has been working phenomenal. I use it to top off my tanks from 3600 to 4500, and I think I have about 10 hours on it, and I haven't had a problem with it yet. So anyway, guys, let's go ahead and see what this thing can do. I have a Tacticam downrange. I have to go plug up some holes real quick because I just got it somewhat sighted in. And yeah, then I'll show you guys what this thing can do. Stay tuned. Alright, so first up, we are going to do the 520 grain. Why not get the big one out of the way first? Oh, we are going to go for the top left corner, the one with a yellow tack next to it, because this guy did not bring a pin. Being that this is such a cannon, we're only going to do 2 shots and see how close we can get those 2 shots. I do not have a booster pump like Mr. Hollowpoint. I should get one though. I'm using a Hawk Vonage scope on this, which sits really nice, so you don't have to have that extra cheek height. Woo! Low. We will be adjusting a little bit because I'm not quite sighted in, but 2 shots, where they land is where they land. We will be same point of aim. You get what I'm saying. So those 2 shots are like this, probably less than 1 inch apart. So I'm going to adjust my scope for the next shot, and I'll be right back. Alright, so next up we are going to do the 475 grain. If I can get them out of the bag. Alright, so we are filling this gun up only to 4,000. Alright, I do not see the use of filling it to 4,500. You lose shots at 4,500. You'll get one super good one, and the next one is going to be really, really low. But 4,000 is plenty. So now we're going to go for the top right corner, which has a blue tack next to it. Beautiful, beautiful. Same hole. That is beautiful. All right, you know the drill. Refill, do it again. All right, we are filled back up again. And now we're gonna go with the 460 grain. I know usually you go from the small ones to the big ones, but nobody ever said we were the brightest. So we're gonna go from the biggest to the smallest. Because we can. I don't care. Alright, let's see. I think we are gonna go for the middle right, which has a green tag to it. Yeah, my camera's running. Alright. Beautiful. We are using about 500 psi per shot at a 4,000 psi fill. Boom, same hole. I know a lot of you guys notice that I do pull the trigger a little bit more than I should, but you can't deny the accuracy downrange. I'm just used to using guns that have a heavier trigger. I know it's a bad habit, but what are you gonna do? Anyway, let's go again. I really hope that camera's working downrange. It says it is, but who knows? Now we are going to do the 400 grain. I just love these little guns, man. They have a retarded amount of power. They're loud. They got some kick to it, and they shoot heavy, heavy bullets. I do notice the 400 slid in there pretty easy, so we'll see what happens. We are going to go for the bottom left, which has no tack. Off to the side. So it does not favor that 400 grain at all. All right, one more time. All right, last but not least, the 302 grain. Hopefully they shoot better than the 400 grain. This is the lightest slug I've ever shot out of a 58. And for this one, we will be going to the bottom right. Again, these smaller ones slide in real easy. Super low. Don't even know if you see that on the camera. Yep, I don't even know where that one went. Maybe once we get up there we'll find a hole, but it does not like those light slugs. Let's go for a walk. All right, our 50-yard walk. There's all our stuff. So I definitely think the 460, 470s, those are where the money's at. Definitely. That's light stuff, not very great. The 520 grain, the 500-ish grain, that did pretty good. But I may have to try that 300 again. I can't tell if we got 2 in that hole or not. I'll flip you guys over. All right, so 520, I wasn't quite sighted in. I aimed here and we put 2 shots right there. So I mean, that's still really good. The 470 or 475, these are touching. I mean, that is awesome. The 460, again, awesome, touching. The 400, I mean, that's still, it's not bad. Sorry for my shadow. It's not bad, but I mean, it's not as good as the other 2. And this is the 300 hole. It kind of looks like they both went through there, but I'm not 100% sure. So we may retest that. All right, so now we're going to speed test the 520 and the 400 grain so you can get some numbers on that. I'm gonna have to use my little compressor to fill her back up. Oh, fun stuff, guys. But stay tuned. So, yes, I do use a filter, but I forgot it. So it'll just have to do for today. Look at it go. Awesome little compressor, guys. All right, so we're gonna do some speed testing. I'm going to test the 400 grain and the 520 grain, just to save on some air. I'm only gonna take 2 shots at 4,000 PSI. So right now I have the 400 grain loaded. Make sure I got that. All right, so let's see what she does. .840 feet per second. This thing's got some power. Let's see. .772. So that is 626 foot-pounds with the first shot and 530 foot-pounds with the second shot. So I'm going to fill it back up to 4,000 and we're going to test out the heaviest one I have, which is the 520 grain. Save that. Alright, so now we're filled back up to 4,000. We're going to do the 520 grain. 2 shots. This thing is a cannon, man. All right. $740. $684. That first shot again is 632 foot-pounds. Second shot, we're in the 540 foot-pounds. Definitely that first shot is going to count. So we will save that. Alright, let's see what else we can do. Alright, I knew what I said. But I want to see if I can pick those 300 grains up. I want to see how fast they're going. And just to kill two birds with one stone, I'm going to aim for the center target in our cardboard. Because I'm not sure if those are 2 in 1 hole or what. I don't see these messing up that bad. I know they are kind of loose. They slide right in. We'll see if this thing's going to work right. Here we go. $39. 939 feet per second. See what our second shot does. $872. So our first shot was 592 foot-pounds. Our second shot was 510 foot-pounds. And I'm not even going to go down there. We have about, I'm going to say about 4 inches apart. So the lighter ones do not do as good as the 460, the 470. Those do the best in my opinion and in my rifle. So anyway, we'll wrap this up. We'll get some final thoughts on it. Alright guys, so the 58 cal Zeus with a 16-inch barrel. This thing is an absolute tank. You're getting over 600 foot-pounds. In the 72, you can get up to just over 700 foot-pounds in this gun. I mean, that is crazy for something this small and compact. Yes, it is still a heavier gun. You're still looking at probably about 9-10 pounds. But other than that, you get the scope. I think this is a 30mm scope, and it is tight. I mean, I have just enough room that it'll clear. I got low scope rings, and you can bring your face right up to it. I mean, this is just a really good setup for deer hunting. Is it a 100-yard gun? No. I get that question no matter what I'm shooting. Is it a 150-yard gun? No. Okay. I have taken deer at like 75 yards with a 72 with a 16-inch barrel, but I would not push it further than that. I mean, is it capable of doing it? Probably, but your trajectory at that point, I mean, you're lobbing them in there. This is a small barrel. This thing is made like a brush gun. 50 yards, you are going to be perfect. If you cannot get a deer within 50 yards, I mean, maybe you should figure out your hunting game. Because bow hunters, we all get deer within 20 yards, 10 yards. 50 yards ain't nothing. So, I know a lot of you guys like to shoot in open fields and whatever, but Yes, the opportunity is out there, but why risk it? If you want a 100-yard gun, get something with a longer barrel, okay? If you want something, okay, I'll be modest, 75 and in, get one of these guns. This thing is gonna put a 1/2 inch hole through whatever you're gonna shoot, man. It doesn't matter. Especially 50 yards is where I'm gonna have this thing living. I know, every time I say 50, I go a little bit further, but that's, I shoot the gun till I know the gun, and then I go out hunting with it, all right? So my personal preference right now is probably gonna be these 460 grains, because you're seeing the 2 shots we're touching, and you're getting more than enough power. As loud as this thing is, you're only gonna get 1 shot anyway. That second one is just, well, maybe if I wait another 20 minutes, something might come up. Or if you did a bad shot and you need to go follow it up, you know what I'm saying? It's happened. It's happened to me. Shit happens in the woods, guys. If it's gonna happen anywhere, it's gonna happen in the woods. But anyway, let's wrap this up. Awesome gun. Huge shout out to Terry Fox for sending it to us. Huge shout out to Mr. Hollowpoint for sending us all these slugs. I will post a picture of all these slugs up here in the corner so you can take a look at it. I just don't want to feel like going all the way up there 75 times. Okay? Anyway, guys, keep shooting. Like, subscribe, hit that button. Let me know if you have any questions. You can always hit me up on Instagram, Michigan Air Gunner. And if you have any questions, I would be more than happy to answer them. I tend to answer everything in the comments. We're getting close to 6,000. I'm hoping we hit 6,000 subscribers soon. Not for any particular reason other than when you're a YouTuber, you watch it. You're like, oh, you're almost 500. You're almost to 1,000. It just gets exciting the more you get up there. But anyway, guys, keep shooting.